Hey Cancer, it is CJ here. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for taking the time to view this reading today. I'm going to be doing a general reading for you. It doesn't matter, sun, moon, rising, Venus, wherever your placement is in Cancer, there might be something in this reading for you, all right? We're going to get right into this. It is Lion's Gate today. It is August 8th, 2025, so a very powerful time for all of the collective to kind of manifest what you're wanting, a little extra special kind of magic in the air, as I would like to put it. And also, you are ruled by the moon. We have that full moon in Aquarius tomorrow. If you're like me, you might be feeling the full moon energy. I mean, I know I have over the last 3-4 days. It kind of gets a little intense, doesn't it? Especially if you have a placement in Cancer. So I wanted to do a quick video and see what might be coming out for you. It may not resonate with everyone, so please keep that in mind, all right? Okay, Cancer, we're going to get into your reading. I'm opening up with the metaphysical deck. It is only the major arcana, though. I just want to see what energy is around you that you could be working with, okay? And one final thing. It may not resonate with everyone, so please, if it does not make sense to you, it's just not your reading, and that is okay. All right. Let's begin. Spirit, please show me clearly for our water sign Cancer, for those that this is a reading, what is going on around this August 8th, August 9th, this next little while for those that this is a reading. I'm going to look at the bottom. If you're new here, this is only I've only done a couple Cancer readings lately. A few of you had requested that I keep doing that, and I will. I am a Cancer sun and moon, but I'm a Sagittarius rising, so very much connect with both energies. All right, so Cancer, bottom of the deck, we have transformation. It's the foundation of your reading, so it's pretty powerful. So around this time, there might be something really big happening for you where you are truly transforming. The thing with this full moon in Aquarius, Aquarius, I'm not an astrologer, and I never try to pretend that I am, right? I know some things, but not very much. But the thing with Aquarius, right, they kind of beat to their own drum. And I feel like with this new moon, and again, for the collective, I feel like it is a time for us to really kind of look at internally of what part of us does things because of what society or family or friends expect us to. Maybe the expectations. And how does that make us feel? And are we happy about that? Should we be shedding that part of us? So very interesting that we have transformation on the bottom for you. Big deal here. It is followed by freedom. Ooh, okay. Some kind of transformation perhaps coming into your life, Sag, or I almost said Sag, okay, well, maybe you have Sag placement, but it brings freedom. It brings a lot of freedom for you. Again, now, because it's a general, it could be anywhere in your life. Love, romance, could be your career, could be money, could be even just overall your feelings, right? But these two cards on the bottom are definitely suggesting that this time, first of all, it's a really powerful time to be manifesting today, right? But also just to kind of really start figuring out what you want and what you don't want. What sticks, what goes kind of energy. Okay, let's see what wants to come out. All right, Spirit, thank you for guiding me in this reading for Cancer or water sign. What is the energy around Cancer? For those that this is their reading, what is the energy around Cancer? Okay, thank you. Oh, wow. Well, I happen to like this. We have seduction, but it's in reverse. So seduction is somewhat like the devil energy, okay? It came in reverse, though, so we're going to take it in reverse. Upright. Well, this is a card of someone might be trying to control you. You might be feeling like many people are trying to control you. I'm getting the energy of someone wanting to speak for you, almost kind of like trying to tell you who you are, but again, it's some kind of a controlling energy. But it came out in reverse, so again, this feels to me with that transformation card like you're breaking free of that. You're breaking free. Now again, I don't know how that might pertain to you. It's going to be different for everyone, but at the same time, it's still a controlling energy that has been around you that has felt hard to break free from. And you had the freedom card, right? On the bottom, well, we have it again. We have the freedom card. So at this time, Cancer, I really feel that you are going through a process of breaking free of whatever chains have kept you bound. Again, this could be about a relationship, kind of getting a little bit of that. But more importantly, this is about you breaking free and being that beautiful, watery energy where you are no longer feeling the weight of what others are expecting of you. I don't know how to put this. It's funny because Cancer and Sag, for me, there is often a lot of similarities in your energy. Big, beautiful hearts, very loyal, very giving. And with that, it can be taken so much for granted, right? So again, a beautiful energy of breaking free is what I want to say. Okay, let me move this out of the way. And we're going to get into, I think I want to go to Wisdom Oracle. I did that for Sag. Let's do the same. Let's see what might be coming out for you out of this deck. Oh, we have No Place Like Home. Okay, Cancer. This is one of my favorite cards. It is number 50, so it is a 5. 5s are about change. No place like home. Well, you rule the home and the family. This is a card that would really, I think you'd very much identify with because, we do have a hard shell being a Cancer, but underneath our belly is soft and we are vulnerable and sensitive, but yet strong, right? This card is saying that there is going to be something that happens for you if you're not already feeling this way, that brings you to a place where it's no place like home, where you're safe, where you are protected, where you are 100% accepted and loved. It is this beautiful energy of peace and joy, but happiness. And again, it is home, right? Could be a person that could be coming towards you as well. We have Unfinished Symphony next. That's why I'm feeling that. It's number 10, so that is a Wheel of Fortune. Unfinished Symphony is all about something that did not end, it did not close. There's some part that's still lingering. So if this was, say, a relationship from, who knows, maybe somewhere in the past that perhaps didn't end well, maybe there was no communication or something, and I'm using this as an example, this would indicate that it hasn't been finished yet, but it needs to be. Or at the very least, maybe there's something left that can finish the symphony. How can I put this, Spirit? Because not everyone loves symphonies, right? But really, the fact that there is an egg on this card, the fact that there's an egg on this card, eggs for me really represent new life, like a rebirth. Can be very, very abundant as well. But Unfinished Symphony is feeling like something that hasn't closed out, and maybe it wasn't meant to. Very interesting, because we have the Soulmates card next. And it as well is 41, so it is a 5. You have 2 cards of 5. Well, let's talk about soulmates. Everyone's going to have different opinions on that. For me, I think soulmates can be, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be a friend. It could be a dog. It could be many, many, many different beautiful energies. This card, though, is represented by the penguins. And penguins do mate for life unless something happens to one of the partners, right? If you look at this card, it's very beautiful. I'm going to have a sip of water right away. I drink water all the time through my readings as well, Cancer. But one has a key and the other one has a keyhole. So it's like they're meant to be. And when I'm looking at these 3 cards, for some of you, again, it might not be for a lot, but for some of you, there is a coming back together. That, have you ever met a person that they feel like home? That's kind of what's coming through here. Okay, I'm going to put these cards back. Beautiful energy. I'm going to have a quick sip of water and Cancer, then we'll see what Spirit has for you, all right? Give me 1 second. Okay, let's get into this. All right, Spirit, thank you for guiding me in this reading for beautiful Cancerians, for those that this is their reading. What would you like them to know around August 8th? 8th? Mercury retrograde, man. Every time Mercury retrograde is happening, I can't speak very well. So I'll ask for you to please be patient with me. Okay. All right. What is a message for Cancer? What would you like them to know? Thank you. Message in a bottle. Oh. Okay, message in a bottle. And then we have co-create on the bottom. We even have truth be told. Okay, that feels like I'm going to keep this very close because I think that they're going to want me to talk about it. Message in a bottle has come out. Now it's 15, so that is a 6. 6s, if you care, not everyone cares about numerology or, how numbers relate, at least to me. 6s are about what you've been putting out, you're receiving now. Now that this is message in a bottle, this does indicate there's communication coming. Some kind of communication will be coming. Again, it may not be by phone, by phone call, but again, there is a phone in this bottle. And, you know, it feels to me that there is something that needs to be said. You know, there's hearts, red hearts, there's a red starfish on this card as well, but there's hearts around it. So I feel like communication is coming in. I do feel, I gotta be honest, because I'm starting to feel like this could have been a romantic relationship at some point. I'm not feeling like it is like right here, right now, today. But you know, I don't really get timelines, so, but it feels to me that there's gonna be a message coming through where I think someone wants to heal something, wants to fix something, wants to bring something back together. It could be all of those things because we have co-create. And as we know, co-create is about coming together to create something that we both want, right? We got a cheetah up here. We got an owl. I don't know if you can see it very well. Let me move my mouse. We have an owl. Owl represents wisdom as well. But they're co-creating here to create this magic. If you look at the building that the cheetah is on, it's a beautiful stone building with all these gorgeous carvings, right? And once again, there is an egg. You know, I got to say this, because of that seduction, and it is in reverse, I'm almost in a way feeling like if seduction were meant to you, like the wrong people, right, you know, having the experience with the wrong people that maybe don't treat you or appreciate you very much, because that is in reverse, I feel like as you're moving forward, that closes out. I hope that makes sense, because I'm getting kind of this toxicity with that card. Okay, I want to look at the truth be told because it is number 14. So again, it is a 5, just like No Place Like Home. I do feel someone may be confessing their feelings to you, Sag. Again, Sag. Maybe it's a Sagittarius that's going to be confessing their feelings to you. Maybe it's the other way around. But truth be told is all about speaking what's on the heart. You can see all these hearts all the way around, right? And perhaps because the owl is standing on a gold mask, perhaps someone has been wearing a mask, kind of like acting as if maybe they didn't care, but all along they have. They have. Okay. I'm going to leave this here. Like I said, I want to keep it kind of close. Beautiful energy here, but I definitely feel like there's some... And again, it might not be about getting back together or healing a friendship or whatever. It might not be like that, but this might be closure time as well. Okay, shoot, where do we want to go here? I think I'm going to go to my fountain deck. Let's start with my fountain deck. All right, let's see what's on the bottom. We have the Strength card, which is Leo's energy, and we are in Leo season, okay? So, you know, the Strength card does represent being brave, being courageous, taking a gamble even, you know, taming the lion. But in this card, wow, the person is smiling. Again, this is, it's crazy because we have the Death card next. Scorpio's energy, fellow water sign. This is transformation. And you have the transformation card. So something big seems to be changing in some part of your world, Cancer. We have the 8 of Coins next. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Working on things. Again, is this healing? Is this forgiving? Is this coming back together? It's going to be different for everyone. But it does indicate that there is something progressing, and it seems to alleviate a lot of burdens. The 10 of Wands, Leo, Sag, and Aries. So it's alleviating the burdens, the heaviness. Not guiding me to go much more. I normally do go more than 6, but we do have Page of Swords, which I'm feeling, again, this is communication. Okay, and then we have the Tower, which is the 6th card. Yeah, I definitely feel, for whoever's reading this is, I do feel around this time, again, it might go to the new moon later in August. I don't even know what the date is on that. Some kind of shakeup is happening here. But I do feel it's very positive and uplifting and at least freeing. Okay. Spirit, what is this about? Can you, I just want, if we can just have a few less cards today. Trying to keep these messages a little shorter. Let's see. Can we get 3 cards? Show me as clearly as possible, please, Spirit. Thank you for guiding me. Okay, that's a heck of a lot more. No, I can't take all of these. It's too many. We'll be here all day. Okay. Let me just reground my deck. Okay, Spirit, thank you so much. Little less cards. Can you show me what is going on here for Cancer whenever they come to the reading? Wow. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is, well, you know, she's very, this kind of energy, and again, non-gender specific reading, right? We all have masculine and feminine. When the Queen of Swords shows up, it is about quite well listening. Yes, listening to what people are saying, but also watching what they're doing. The Queen of Swords is quite cool, cold. You know, she is not emotional. She's logical. So therefore, and she holds the sword of truth. So therefore, there is the energy of being very, like if someone was reaching out to you, I feel that Spirit is saying, make sure that you're not giving all of your heart right away, right? Not forgiving right away. Try to keep your emotions a little buttoned up in a way, because that's what the Queen of Swords would do, because she would listen, but she's looking for any kind of bullshit. She can detect a manipulator from a mile away. So that energy seems to be quite important because she came out. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Coins. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Can be our resources, of course. It can be our money, of course, but also it can be our self-confidence, our self-worth, how people value us. And it's interesting because it's like the Queen of Swords with the Six of Coins. It's almost like I will not settle for anything that is less than what I put out. So I like that energy, because if there is someone coming back in whatever shape or form, you are not going to settle. And it's saying that right here, is that you will stay and stand in your authenticity of what your values and what you know and how you love yourself. And you will not accept anything less. And I feel like that's a very important message. Okay, let's keep going. All right, what else, Spirit? What else can you tell Cancer? What else? See, unfinished symphony, soulmates, right? And not all, oh wow, do we have cards that come out? Not all soulmates stay in our life. Okay, we've got a few cards here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Wow, got the star on the bottom. Talk about that in a second. Yeah, oh, okay. Okay, Cancer, we have the Queen of Swords. It's followed by the Five of Coins, Five of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Cups. And then we have the star on the bottom, right? I just give me 1 second here. Just wanted to see what's here. Okay. So we already talked about the Queen of Swords. The next card that comes out is the Five of Coins, which is known to be, you know, the left out in the cold card, the abandonment card. So in some ways, I do feel that someone left your life, walked out of your life, maybe ghosted you. It depends on what level. And they left you feeling alone. Such a painful energy coming through here. So I have no doubt why you would need to be a little bit more in the harder shell part of being a Cancerian if someone's reaching back out to you. Because there's obviously a lot of pain, and being abandoned is not a cool thing. That's not a good thing. We then have the Two of Pentacles. Again, this is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Doesn't mean you're dealing with one of them, but because it's a general reading, a little less specific, of course, than a one-to-one. But, you know, this Two of Coins, it's juggling. It's, I sense that juggling the feelings, right? Like, should I listen to what is being said to me, or should I not, right? Kind of even 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We then have the Nine of Cups, which is your energy, as well as Pisces and Scorpio. Nine of Cups is your wishes coming true, what you've been wanting, what you have been wishing for, right? It is coming true. I might have to pull a little clarifier, so this might go a little bit longer. But on the bottom, we have the star. This is Aquarius's energy, and, you know, the full moon in Aquarius is tomorrow. This does talk about there is a possibility of healing. There's a possibility of releasing, of renewal even, right? I mean, the star is a beautiful energy, a vibrational energy that can really assist us in moving forward. Obviously, it's going to depend on what you're wanting and how this plays out in your life. But we do have the Ace of Cups next. So again, you know, all aces are that seed that we're planting, and if taken care of and a lot of love and nurturing and all of that, it can very well succeed. And why I'm hesitant here is because we then have the Five of Wands. Again, this is our fire energy, so Leo, Saggy, and Aries. So it does talk about arguing and drama and not seeing eye to eye. Can be inner or outer conflict. And then it's followed by the Ten of Cups. Which, you know, Ten of Cups is that happily ever after. So that's how it has always been depicted, right? Two people that are meant to be together coming back together and being in harmony and love and laughter. It's not always perfect, right? It's not going to be 100% perfect. Nothing ever is in this life. But again, that's what the Ten of Cups represents. Excuse my dog, she's barking, as you can hear. Okay, so I want to spend a couple minutes here seeing if we can get a little bit more clarifiers. Because to me it does feel like something happened here where your heart would have been hurt. It might have been a very uncomfortable energy to be in. And either you're getting freed from that or there is this healing coming in where maybe two people are coming back together with that co-create, okay? I'm going to have a quick sip of water again. Jeez, my mouth is very dry today. Okay, let's see. Spirit, can you give me a little bit more information on the Five of Coins? Can you show me what happened or who this is? A little bit more detail? Five of Coins, please. Thank you. Five of Coins, Ten of Swords on the bottom. We've got a lot of cards showing here, but the Emperor, the Six of Wands, and the Empress. Wow, the Emperor and the Empress. Okay, that is a couple. So we're asking for I'm asking for clarification of the Five of Coins. Someone is deeply regretting leaving. And again, I don't really know how long ago this is. This could be 20, 30 years ago, honestly. Kind of feeling that. The Emperor, Aries energy, right? Someone that needed to take control, needed to make some decisions. We have the Six of Wands, which is a victory after the Five of Wands. But we have the Empress that goes with the Emperor. You know, this is a match. So there was some reason, there obviously was some kind of a reason why there was this abandonment. I'll use that word. I don't know what the reason is, but there was a reason because we have, oh my gosh, thank you, Spirit. Because we have that Ten of Swords, and sometimes I don't get exactly what I'm asking for. The Ten of Swords is the end of a very painful cycle. The cycle, the Three of Swords. So it feels like there was a deep heartbreak here. Cancer, I hope this is making sense. There was some deep heartbreak. I feel like whoever left your life, it feels like they had to do it. I don't know why. I don't know if it was some kind of other circumstances. Something that got in the way. But I do feel that someone is coming back. Now, whether you accept that or not, you know, that is completely up to you. You know your life much better than I could possibly, right? But there is this union here. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for showing. I mean, they're really showing that there was a lot of pain that happened. Okay, let's go a little bit more here. So, Nine of Cups. Can you show me a little bit more of what this is and what is going to be happening as Cancer moves forward? Please show me clearly, Spirit, the Nine of Cups. Give me a little bit more detail on that, please. Wow. We have the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So you might be dealing with another Cancer. Could be Pisces, Scorpio, because we have a lot of water here, clarifying the Nine of Cups. And then we have the Knight of Wands, which I read as Sagittarius. So the Nine of Cups, look, there's someone that has walked away. The Eight of Cups is representing walking away. They left. I guess this could be also reversed. I mean, Cancer, maybe you had to leave. However this is, I feel like they're definitely coming back. That Knight of Cups is coming back because I feel that they know that they messed up and they want you back in some capacity here. And it almost feels with this Knight of Wands on the bottom, you know, because this is a Sagittarius reading, or Sagittarius card, could also be Aries and Leo. I don't know, I'm stumbling with those 3D signs right now. But this is a card for me that for Sagittarius, this is the card that represents them, right? So it represents being authentically themselves, being adventurous, spontaneous, all of that, and embracing themselves. What I'm feeling here is that someone has seen how they've screwed up, where they've screwed up. I think that they definitely want to come back and make some kind of amends to you. They're going to, it looks like they are leaving. Perhaps they want to romance you again, but again, it might not be romantic, but I feel like they have learned who they are, if that makes sense. Again, so this is a wild reading. It probably is not going to be for very many Cancerians, but I want to say that, okay, we do have the Sun next, which is joy and happiness. It is freedom as well. So however this may be playing out, whether this is someone coming back that you want to hear from, or someone coming back that you might not want to hear from, but, you know, as life goes, we clear things up so that we can clear things out and move forward. It feels necessary. It does. And it feels like it frees you. Now, Cancer, we have the Six of Cups on the bottom. So again, this does feel like it's someone from the past. Someone from the past that you would have had a deep connection with. Whoa. And then we even have your card. Okay, so there you are. The Queen of Cups. Beautiful, loving, wonderful, strong energy that also deserves love and loyalty. Okay, so again, this is a very interesting reading, but it does definitely feel to me that around this time, I guess I would say get prepared. I think someone's coming back. And however that lands, let me know. I'd love to hear in the comments how that may go. Not going to be for everyone. But it is there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of love in this, okay? So that's what I'm going to leave it with. Okay, so Cancer, let's close your reading off. I'm going to close it off with Moonology messages. You are ruled by the moon, so I'd like to see what this beautiful deck may have for advice. Let's get into it. Let's see what's on the bottom. We have the Domicile Moon, which is all about abundance. Beautiful. So beautiful abundance coming your way. Again, this can be love, health, wealth, all of it. We have Watch for Signs. This is butterflies. Butterflies are the transformation. And then Cancer, we do have Void Moon. Do nothing. Do nothing. So this is not about you taking the first step. It is about, obviously, I really do feel someone else is reaching out. And then we have Meant to Be, which is Moon Called. So it's all meant to be. Okay? Okay, Spirit, thank you so much for guiding me in this reading for Cancer. For those that this is their reading, what is the final advice or guidance you can offer? Final advice, guidance for Cancer. Oh, okay, wow, way too many. Wait, we cannot take all those. Okay, I'm going to try again here. Okay, a little less cards, please. Spirit has a lot to say. What else? Can we get one card, please? Feel free to fast forward. So I might be here for a while because I didn't take those cards. Okay, can we get one, please, Spirit? Man, I know you wouldn't probably know this, but when I put cards back, usually it takes a while for it all to for it to show up again. Okay, what do we have? Wow, we have moon sets, releasing. So releasing. This beautiful card could be painful, but again, it's necessary. That goes along with the star. So releasing, and on the bottom, we have the exalted moon, which is self-regulation. Okay, so, you know, self-regulation. If this was someone that it was a toxic kind of relationship, obviously you're gonna use your entire self, especially your intuition. You're going to listen to that, right? I do kind of feel a little bit of that because of that Devil card. Well, seduction card. So again, self-regulation. Know what's best for you, know what you want, and don't settle, right? Okay. Cancer, I think that's where we're going to close your reading off. I hope that this helped in all ways, if this is your reading, of course. I wish you nothing but the very best. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you again for being here. I hope that this made sense, and let me know if you want me to keep reading for Cancer, okay? Because I love connecting with your energy as well. All right, Cancer, I'm going to send you big, big hugs, lots of kisses and love. Have a beautiful Lionsgate and a beautiful full moon. Set your intentions and take good care of yourself, all right? Until next time.